AITA for taking away my family's gifts because of something I overheard? Context. Me, 31M, and my long-term boyfriend, 30M, bought a house together last June. I have a big family, with 8 cousins and around 20 nieces and nephews, and I'm the oldest of my generation. I also have a pretty high-paying job, and so does my boyfriend. My boyfriend hasn't had any contact with his family for over a decade and has been coming to my family celebrations since before we were dating. Within my family, I am known to be a bit of a splurger with gifts. And the kids are always excited for my gifts because they're usually big things like Lego sets and things of the sort. Now with the story. So today, or yesterday I guess, my family held a pre-Christmas celebration since we will not be able to meet up anytime this year. After this week, it was held at me and my boyfriend's new house. The first family event we've had here. My boyfriend really wanted to take part in the gift giving, so went all out with gifts, spending an average of $100 per person. He was so excited to give everyone their presents since we spent not only money but also a lot of time picking everything for everyone. The festivities were a hit, and my boyfriend and I stepped away for a bit to have some quiet time together. While we were resting on the stairs, we overheard my cousin, 17F, chatting with my niece, 15F. They were joking around about a few family members and mentioned my boyfriend and how he was, too gay to function. Honestly, we didn't mind it too much. It's a movie reference and they're kids. But then another cousin, 24M, came in and began making harsher jokes, which the kids laughed at. These jokes brought my boyfriend to tears, and I refused to let that slide. When the gift trading began, I took the 3 aside and let them know that I wasn't happy with their comments and that they weren't okay to say. I told them to apologize to my boyfriend because it was unfair to him, and they refused because they were just jokes that we weren't meant to hear. I told them I didn't care and they had to apologize. They refused again, and I told them that since they don't respect him, they don't deserve the presents we got for them. This got them to backtrack and say they'd apologize, but I told them it was too late, but they should still apologize. This is where I think I might have been too harsh. The youngest of my cousins told her mom, my aunt, that I was refusing to give her and the other 2 their presents, and she was angry about it. She told the parents of my niece and the male cousin's dad and partner about it, and all of them made a huge fuss. Me and my sister kicked them out, and when they tried to grab their presents before leaving, I stopped them and rushed them out the door. The whole thing fell apart after that, and it all ended very abruptly. So, AITA for kicking them out and taking away their gifts over jokes? NTA. You weren't meant to hear is one of the worst excuses I've heard. It's honestly even worse than, I was just joking. NTA. NTA, how are you gonna treat someone so bad at their function? Personally, that would be recension of all future invites of those ones involved. The fact that they made it out to be a grab for the gifts is disgusting. They didn't come for family, they came to get free stuff, and that level of toxic is never invited to our events. I'd truly not buy them gifts again. And to treat your boyfriend in such a manner only shows their respect for you and your life. I'll say it again, NTA. Court adjourned. Tears of joy. So, according to them, the problem was that you and your BF heard the jokes. Not that the jokes were hurtful to begin with? NTA. They tried to grab their presents on the way out? Question mark. WTF? Question mark. NTA. By your family's actions, it sounds like their relationship with you is more centered on the transactional side of things. You and your so were disrespected and insulted in your own house, and the priority was the gifts? I don't think they want the same type of relationship with you as you do with them. NTA. Ooh, the entitlement is strong with these folks. You were not disciplining her awful, stupid children. You were not giving them something that they were absolutely not entitled to. These rude dumb kids were being completely disrespectful to you and your boyfriend in your own house. And where have they learned this? Okay, some is at school, internet, but it is reinforced at their homes. These people are nasty leeches. Stop the presents. Just stop. All of them. See who still turns up at your house. See who still keeps in touch. Sorry op, but your generosity has masked some deep homophobia. And you guys need a new balance. NTA, there's no excuse for their behavior, and it's really sad they spoiled what could have been a lovely Christmas party. Completely justified taking the gifts away. NTA. You bought the gifts. If you don't want to give them, then screw everyone else. But on a side note, you have a 15, 17 and 24-year-old making jokes and refusing to apologize. I might get it if they were a little younger. Like a lot younger. But this was just childish and ridiculous of them. NTA. What I want to say about your family will get me banned. I'm so sorry. I agree with all the previous comments. Merry Christmas to you and your BF. I'm glad you have each other. NTA. They were rude to their hosts. And were told what they said was hurtful. When they dug their heels in, they lost any right to those presents from the person they insulted. Unfortunately, the parental reactions are a pretty good indicator of where those attitudes came from. Me and my sister kicked them out, and when they tried to grab their presents before leaving, I stopped them and rushed them out the door. This here told me everything I needed to know about their entitled ass. Jokes were hurtful. They only wanted to apologize for personal gain, not because they realized it was necessary. The entitled parents were pissed about their kids not getting gifts, while being indifferent to their hurtful remarks. NTA. NTA. You go Glen Coco. Clapping hands, light skin tone. No, you're not the A. Your BF wanted to do something nice, but those kids didn't deserve that gratitude. They didn't even want to apologize. Terribly entitled. You did good. You taught them a lesson about respecting others. That'll show them. You and your BF are really nice people, so don't let them take advantage of your kindness and money. NTA and happy holidays. NTA op. I wouldn't have waited for the gift giving. I would have tossed the lot of them out on their asses as soon as I heard the first homophobic joke come out of their mouths. And if they tried to say, "Make me," I would be on the phone with the police to have them hauled away. You weren't meant to hear. I put more weight on the things people say behind my back than to my face. NTA. NTA. It's harsh. But sometimes the only way to learn is by experiencing harsh consequence. I think you gave them a much-needed kick in the right direction. Hopefully they learned something instead of harboring animosity. NTA. Bet whoever tattle left out what they did, said to earn the consequences. Or the chances you gave them in advance to make up for their behavior. That or the parents know and don't care. Or they know and the kids got their attitude from them. Then another cousin, 24M, came in and began making harsher jokes. I think we've found the problem person. 24 is by far old enough to know better. That's not a kid anymore. NTA. Actions have consequences. And all three of them were old enough to know better. Actions and words have consequences. Especially words that hurt, and that's a lesson your family needed to learn. You are NTA, but those that backed up your niece and nephews are. Jokes are not funny when they are at someone's expense or when they hurt someone that they reduce to tears.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.